Hello and welcome from Camp for You, campsite near Wrocław, Poland. This is where I am, and I've now been here for a month because of the isolation and quarantine. Not really quarantine in my case, I didn't have to put myself into quarantine because I crossed the border before it was a requirement. But I'm staying here until the lockdown as such actually ends, provided of course the campsite stays open, and if it isn't able to stay open then I'll have to go somewhere else. But what about you? Do you think that you should be able to get into your motorhome or camper van and then go somewhere during this period of isolation? In the Russian press, I saw the word holiday used. Enforced holiday, I would think I would translate it into English. And is that a fair description? Well, you're at home and doing nothing. So you think, well, should I get out on my van and go somewhere? After all, your motorhome is a self-contained, you're still in isolation, and if you're going somewhere which is going to be wild camping anyway, you're still going to be in isolation. And so you think, well, what's the difference between staying at home in, for example, Newcastle, when I could go somewhere more exciting, for example, to the Lake District or to the Highlands, for example, of Scotland, where wild camping is permitted. And so there's some logic to that maybe, but my answer is a definite no, you shouldn't. The reason for this is, the first thing is there are rules and we have to abide the rules no matter what. And I think that's the number one reason. It's a bit like when you say it's 50 kilometers an hour speed limit and you think, yeah, I can do more than that. It doesn't make any difference, does it? Well, it's there for a reason. So that's the first thing. The second thing is living by example. And the example which I think that we as a community ought to be showing is not to go out somewhere. Now you may be thinking, well, how come I'm here out in the sun enjoying myself in the countryside? Well, yes, but I got here before it started, so that is the reason why. If I'd been in a house when it started, then I can assure you I would be there right now. So, like many things related to RV life, van life, then it's something of the example that we show to others. So that's the reason why we are always careful with our waste, and we take our wastewater to a proper place, and then we don't sort of have a trail of water behind us and things of that nature. It's to be an example, and the motorhome stands out even in those countries where there's lots and lots of them. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm relatively lucky because of this environment I've got. I've still got the forest behind me, and to one side of me, so you can see there's and on the other side, now behind me, but that's too far away to actually see, you've got the main road. On the other side of the road there's more countryside. To get to the shops, it's about, I would say, about 1,300 meters, something like that. Now walk there along an embankment, which is quite pleasant. Now, there is one thing though I do want to say, and I realise that for most people this isn't going to be possible, but for those of you who it is possible, is this. Now, the governments in many countries have put a stop to sunbathing, and quite rightly so, but if you've got a garden, get out into it and get some sun on your skin. The benefits of vitamin D3 are enormous, and this could help in giving you more protection should you actually get ill. So build yourself up a little bit. Bear in mind, of course, that people who have been at the peak of health have got ill and died. So your health condition, I think, will improve your chances should you get ill, but they won't make it certain. In any case, you should be getting vitamin D3, you should be sunbathing as much as you can anyway, in my opinion. The risk of getting something like skin cancer is much lower than the risks of not getting sufficient vitamin D in you. Okay, thanks for watching. another video at the same time tomorrow. Throughout the length of this emergency, I shall be posting videos at this time, which is 2100 hours Central European time, 2000 hours in the UK, and whatever time you're watching this at, if you're watching this live. Thanks for being here.